Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Global Happenings today. As Nigerians are celebrating the financial autonomy of the local government, at the same time, most Nigerians were wondering what will be the situation of at least 21 states that are making use of the CTC Chairmen and committee members to run the local government. Most people are pointing fingers at Rivers State, but shockingly, it's not just Rivers State alone. Delta State is there, Akwa Ibom State is there, and many other states. They are involved in the use of CTC chairmen and members. But right now, the Supreme Court has laid to rest that issue also. And according to the information made available to us, the Supreme Court on Thursday ruled that it is illegal for state governors to dissolve democratically elected local government. The Apex Court directed the federal government to henceforth withhold allocation to local government governed by unelected officials appointed by the governor. The pronouncement were made in the ongoing judgment of the Supreme Court in local government autonomy suit filed by the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF Lateef Fagbemi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, on behalf of the federal government. In a related development, the court had earlier ruled that it is unconstitutional for state governors to withhold funds designated for local government administration. The landmark judgment delivered by Justice Emmanuel Anyim emphasized that his practices contravene financial autonomy right of local government and has persisted for over 2 decades. In a resounding victory for local governance, the Apex Court decision mandated that all allocation from the Federation account should henceforth be paid directly to the 774 local government councils across the country rather than being filtered through the state governors. Justice Anyim, dismissing preliminary objection by the state government, ruled that local government are entitled to manage their own fund independently. The case was filed before the Apex Court by the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF Lagbemi. But the most interesting part of this whole thing has to do with the issue of CTC being used by different state governors. From the days of Wike, it was there. So many other states also had made use of it. So the big question is, what is it going to look like right now when it comes to funding the states or funding the local government, considering the fact that some of these states have extended the dates for election to the next 6 months. Now, if they have done that and the Supreme Court said no payment should be made to them, how would the local government area workers be paid? Those who were employed to work in the local government areas, how would they be paid? That's the big question that is before Nigerians right now. Most people believe that all of these are political antics to secure the support of the local government during the period of election, because I believe that if the president can secure the support of 774 local government chairmen to support him and also to work for him, there is no way he will not be voted in without any form of struggle. But then that cannot be guaranteed. However, it is important for us to note that this move had crippled a lot of plans made by the state governors. My colleagues in the house, we just want to talk about some of the limitations that will come with this verdict. As much as it's very interesting and it's a huge victory, landmark victory for the local government administration, it's a way of reassuring community development and also grassroots development. But then, what would the situation be like for those who are working in the local government, especially working under the CTC administration? How would they be paid? That had been a lot of questions.
This is going to get a bit difficult, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible because just the same way Fubara was able to pay the local government employees directly, it's just that it's now going to get more cumbersome, because that means that the federal government will have to get all the local government workers in the whole 36 states that are having CTCs, whichever one. I think Rivers is one of them, Akwa Ibom should be another. Then get all of them and begin to pay them manual, as in until whenever pending. It is really cumbersome. I think the FG have a lot of things to be done than beginning to be doing this kind. There are a whole lot of pending issues. Insecurity is there, hunger is there, price control board is there, and so many other pending issues. Why are we going back and forth? Literally speaking, if I'm to, this is just me, my thought pattern now. If we are to allow some political, maneuvering here and there, simply because of one person you want to please, at the end of the day, you are leaving the main issue and chasing rat. It doesn't make any reasonable sense. Now, then I also feel that this is now also very personal. I feel that this whole thing still boils down to Fubara. Fubara is one person that has CTC, and then if eventually Fubara does not hastily conduct an election, that means all those funds is getting for the local government will be seized. Of course, the people therein will start getting disgruntled, and when they start getting disgruntled, they begin to see Fubara as the one who is not giving them funds. So Fubara may need to come out again to explain the situation of things, and then again to not look as if it's Wike 1, Fubara 1. That said, I also feel
now before you continue, I want to ask, what will be the future of the CTC chairman now that their funds are going to be withheld? Because according to the information made available, the verdict by the Supreme Court has it that for those who have an undemocratically elected local government chairman, their funds their funds cannot get to them. How would Fubara and other 20 or 21 state governors handle this, considering the fact that most of them, their local government election is coming the next 3, 4, 5 months?
I see two situations. The first one, I see the governors going against the presidency, because this is like, infringing or distorting their governance in the state level. You are enjoying yourself federal level. Why are you coming to the state level to distort our governance? Our local government is our local government. You say you are going to pay them directly. Why not pay the CTC too directly? Why are you now insisting it has to be this way or that way? You are now distorting our governance, and it may not all go well. The governors may go into their governors forum and have their usual meeting, and they'll come out with a system that may not be favorable to the presidency. Of course, we have the likes of Sanwo-Olu, who is still very much loyal to the president. But let's still have, because Sanwo-Olu is one or two, but there's still some others who may not find it very funny with this whole drama. Now, the second one, which I perceive may be the one that will likely go all out, is the fact that Fubara may need to pay the governors, the CTCs directly themselves, and may need to hurriedly fast forward the election. But already in PDP, we already have seen that Yesomiki, the FCT minister, is having PDP in his hands, especially in Rivers State. So if he dares to hold that election, of course, I don't see the CTC chairman getting that ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be a very Herculean task. So it's advisable, personally, for Fubara, whatever is good for the goose is good for the gander. If Wike can do anti-party politics, then Fubara can do anti-party politics. He should advise his loyalists, who he knows are loyal to him, to port immediately to Labour Party and allow them to get free ticket and give all the maximum support, regardless of the Rivers State PDP chairman or even national. Give them as a governor, give them all the maximum support. But now that there's a problem, even after giving them the maximum support,
they still are not loyal to you.
That autonomy.
Has already freed them from the grip of the governors.
You can now see first class betrayal, because he may put it just the same way he may put his life on the line for them. And tomorrow they will go ahead and be loyal to Wike in federal level. So it's a dicey one. But let's see how Fubara comes out of this situation.
Wow, it's not just Fubara alone. Let's not personalize it. It has to do with other 21 state governors. I don't know what they are going to use to trap down the president, but if the Supreme Court had already spoken, which means the grip of the governors, all those things called political structure, is now dead. Let's see what will happen now that CTC will no more be paid by the federal government. Do you think that Fubara and 21 others will still retain them, or they will be sacked with immediate effect? Let's meet in our comment section.